Alright, what is up, my friends? Welcome to Freshly Brewed, the show where I just brew a deck up and let it ride. And this deck comes from a few different sources. So I do a show on my stream called Your Deck Live, where people can submit deck lists to me, give me some money, and I play them. And my Your Deck Live viewers are obsessed with the card Oblivion Sower in Pioneer. I like the card a lot too. It's pretty sweet. And they've been obsessed with playing Crumble to Dust to hit exile 4 of their lands and then play Oblivion Sower and then get those lands. So we've been all over Oblivion Sower all day. That's half this deck. And then we were discussing ways to possibly play it without Crumble to Dust and just use like Ashioks and stuff. So I was like, really cool to use Ashioks, exile a bunch of cards, and then play Oblivion Sower. And then one of the decks had this card on the sideboard. We were doing that. It seemed pretty cool. As Sal mentioned in chat, that Saffron Olive, hello everybody, it's Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive, did an Ashiok tribal deck for an MTG Goldfish video. So I took a peek at that, but liked some things, didn't like some things. I wanted to build my own version, and here we are. So we have a Pioneer, kind of like a synergy-based mid-range deck, based around exiling our opponent's stuff for a few different pieces of value. Of course, as we said, Oblivion Sower does not care how the cards got into exile. All it cares about is they're there, and if they're lands, we can steal them. Okay? So that's the first part. And then we have the processor mechanic. Now, this mechanic never really took off. The processor mechanic in Zendikar, Battle for Zendikar, was lots of cards cared about exiling things, and then the processor cards would allow you to pull it from exile into their graveyard and then get an effect. The problem was most of the processor cards weren't very good. The best was Wasteland Strangler, which is a 3-2. Comes into play. If you process an exiled card, our creature gets -3/-3. So as a 3-2, it comes into play and gives our creature -3/-3. That's a phenomenal rate. Really good card. The problem is, it's not really a game-winning card. So it's not really a synergy you were interested in building around. But still very, very good. We're already planning on doing this stuff, so it works out well. There is Ulamog's Nullifier, which is a 2/3 flyer for 4 that can process 2 cards to counter a spell. If that card was just blue, black, and 2 for a 2/3 flyer that came into play and countered a spell, it would still only be mediocrely playable, I think. So that one's not really worth the trouble, and doesn't really jive what this deck's trying to do. This is more of a tap-out, mid-range tap-out kind of deck. We're not a control deck. We're not leaving format up for basically anything else but that. So don't think Nullifier is very good. I wanted to build the deck in a little more of a fashion to be a good mid-range deck. We've got our discard spells and Thoughtseize. Agonizing Remorse also exiles our good removal spells and Fatal Push, Murderous Rider. A lot of the good black cards. And then we're also playing a couple Jace Fire and Prodigy, a couple Heart of Kirans. Just a lot of really powerful cards in the early game. And then the core of the deck is our Ashioks. So we have 8 total Ashioks. 4 copies of Ashiok Nightmare Weaver. Very cool card. 3-mana Planeswalker, 3 loyalty, +2, exile opponent's top 3. And then we can -X and steal a creature that we've exiled, which is pretty awesome, honestly. Not obviously that good against non-creature decks, but the ultimate is Mind Twist you, exile your graveyard, which is good against control decks. So we're using the exile effects for other things too. Obviously, we can Oblivion Sower, and then Ashiok can also accrue Heart of Kiran really well because it has a lot of loyalty. So that's one Ashiok. Ashiok Dream Render, usually seen in sideboards, not usually a main deck card, but can be a win condition by exiling their deck. Turns off some annoying things, graveyard stuff, shuffling stuff, and then it's just really, really good with Oblivion Sower. This is like the one really sketchy one, but we'll see. And then we have Ashiok Nightmare Muse, which is a pretty powerful Planeswalker. 5 mana, 5 loyalty, makes 2/3s that exile things, and then it can bounce things, make them exile things. And then the ultimate here could be really, really sick. -7, you can cast up to 3 face-up exile cards from your opponent. So if you exile a lot of cards, those cards can be really, really good. But the core here is really Ashiok Nightmare Weaver. We have a smattering of different good control cards here. Jace, Architect of Thought, little extra Planeswalker, and card advantage action. A Languish, just a good card to mop up things. With Jace Viren's Prodigy, able to flash things back, having a few good spells that are kind of like home runs is pretty cool. One Contempt, same idea, and the life gain is pretty important too. Our end game, which I'll get to in a second, I guess, we have one At-Risk and one Intervention to gain life. Our end game is, of course, based on Oblivion Sower, but we get all these lands, and then what? That's kind of the question, right? What are we doing with all these lands, you know? This card was often played in ramp decks. I actually won the Players' Championship with this card in my deck, in a red-green ramp deck, but we're not really ramping to stuff here, right? So what we are ramping to is this. 4 copies of Castle Locthwain. Unbelievable card. Just so good. And Castle Locthwain is just a card draw engine that wants a lot of mana and a lot of lands in play. So Oblivion Sower playing the full 4 copies. So Oblivion Sower can get a bunch of lands into play. We empty our hand and just keep drawing off Locthwain. The concern is there, you know, if we're taking 1 or 2 damage a turn off Locthwain, that's kind of scary. So we got to make sure we have enough life gain to offset that. I kind of want 2 of these. Erebos Intervention, just as a big life gain spell. It's also a removal spell, but I decided to split the difference, play 1 Intervention and 1 Contempt. So I'm a little concerned that we're a little too light on life gain. We only have 2 Murderous Riders that can do an attack, 1 Intervention, and 1 Contempt for a little bit of life gain. I want to make sure we're fueling our castles, so I kind of want a second one of these, but we'll see. We'll see if 1 is enough and how that plays out. That's the main deck, 25 lands. Allied color mana not really as good, but Fetid Pools is great. Cycling Land, Field of Ruins are pretty free. 1 Urborg is nice to make sure we turn our opponent's lands into swamps. And that's the main deck. Sideboard, got a little more spice here. Just good sideboard cards here. Aether Gust, obviously a good sideboard card against red and green decks. And then Noxious Wrath, a good sideboard card against green and white decks. And Legion's End, cool card that's very good against aggro decks. And also helps to set up for a turn 2 end, turn 3 Strangler curve, as it exiles, of course. The 4th Strangler is in here, just so good against aggro. 2 copies of Infinite Obliteration. This card is really good against Inverter of Truth decks, as well as Heliod, Sun Crown decks, both excellent cards to name. The fact that it exiles is just gravy. 4th Thoughtseize, 3rd Ashiok, and then a smattering of like just powerful effects here. End of the God Eternal is really good against aggro decks, good life gain card. Hostic, you're good against mid-range decks. And then Dragonlord Solemgar, really good against mid-range decks. Really good trump card for Planeswalkers and the like. So that's the deck. Looks pretty sweet. Looking forward to trying this one out. Again, this is a Freshly Brewed, the show where I just brew a deck and play it. Warts and all. I have played 0 games of this deck. And we're going to go through this league and find all the little nooks and crannies and see what works and what doesn't work. And goes from there. Orange says, thoughts for adding white for Kaya Orzhov Usurper to shoot them for 100 damage and gain some life? Yeah, there wasn't much else that white added, I didn't feel. It is a cool idea. Kaya plays well with Heart of Kiran. Kaya is just a pretty good card in general, but it didn't really jive. I'm sorry, not it. It jived very well. The white cards didn't jive very well. And adding a 3rd color is a very large cost, and it just didn't really feel worth it. So that could be an option in the future in some way, but it just didn't really seem like it was a good idea. Very good card, though. Yeah, I think 1 Urborg is fine. I think that the downside of drawing 2 Urborgs is pretty high. So, all right, let's go. Ashioks Oblivion. Let's ride. Of course, I am Jim Davis if you're just tuning in. If you haven't followed the stream with that follow button, of course, watching on YouTube, make sure you follow on there. Tons of content in general, and then obviously with all of us being homebound, tons more content. So keep an eye out for all that, of course, on my YouTube and on my stream. And, of course, the stream is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com. CoolStuffInc.com, #1 source for all your game shopping needs. And, of course, content. Free content every single day. Never a paywall. CoolStuffInc.com. Promo code Jim5, 5% off your order. Get a free Goblin token as well with me on it. Jim Davis Goblin token. And I do a video Monday, article Friday. Check it out. CoolStuffInc.com. All right. We got a hand here. We are on the draw, and we have an Oblivion Sower and an Agonizing Remorse, and a couple castles. Probably can't keep this hand, unfortunately. There are probably matchups where we can keep this hand, and on the play, I might be a little more interested with the discard spell on the play, but we got to mulligan this one. Sure. So, fine hand. We're going to keep. We're going to ship a land, I think. We just ship the Watery Grave here. It will not allow us to go Thoughtseize on 1, but I don't like the idea of taking 1,000,000 damage. We have no 2-drop anyway, so just go Pools on 1. Alright, Llanowar Elves, go. So hopefully they don't play anything too good here on their turn 2. Alright, the other Ashiok is not looking too good here, so pretty awkward, unfortunately, but hopefully we don't get rocked too hard here. Could be sort of Devotion deck, could be Steel Leaf Champion. No, just playing some Mystics. Alright, they are the Devotion deck. So ideally they have 1 payoff card, and we nab it right now. They've got a few. Okay, so they have Karn, the Great Creator, Tyrus Tracker, and Walking Ballista. Ballista's whatever. Karn, however, is quite good, and they can cast it next turn. And we're pretty far from contempting it. The problem with Tracker, if they don't draw a land, Tracker's kind of eh. Tracker's so good too, though. Oh, man. It's a tough one. I think it's Karn. I think Karn's just harder to answer. We have other kill spells and stuff that can hit Tracker, so let's take Karn. It's funny how we like don't want them to draw land, because even though they have, you know, all this stuff in there. I mean, like, I think drawing like a Wolf Hollow Haven or whatever is probably better, but Ashiok does not turn off Karn's fetch because Ashiok says search library and Karn says search outside the game. So they draw a Jadelight Ranger. So Jadelight Ranger says Vivian Arcbow Ranger. So they're gonna leave Vivian on top. So we're not in trouble from Tyrus Tracker, but we are in trouble from a lot of other good cards. They have a very good draw here on the play. So our mulligan here did not do us much favors, and they're listed on 1 too. Yeah, it's a pretty good hand here, and obviously Ashiok does not look very good in the current board state, but we're going to cast it and exile some cards, I guess. This is not ideal, but so now our processes are on, and we exile 2 lands too. So Oblivion Sower is like pretty far in the distance, but oh duh, we have the top card too. That's right. This card's on top of their deck, not right here. So we hit the Vivian too. Great. That's actually awesome. Brittany didn't even notice it. All right, so they drew a land. So Tracker's online, but their hand is empty. So we're working here. We're working. We can contempt the Tracker. And they're just going to leave Ashiok alone. They just don't even care. All right. Let's draw a Wasteland Strangler. That would be the best draw by like a lot. Do it. Oh. All right. Easy game. Easy game. Whitelisted. So now we get to kill the Tyrus Tracker and have a blocker for the Jadelight Ranger. Easy game. I want to draw lands so I can cast a Sower, but easy game. Easy game. Hype in chat, please. All right. Kill Tracker. We'll put the Karn back in their graveyard, I guess. We're just going to Ashiok them anyway, so I want them to attack the Ashioks, so we're just going to keep firing away. Alright. So now we have this Contempt, and they have no cards in hand. They're going to draw off of the Clue. If we draw, like, land, we're feeling the life problem, though, right? So, like, we're already at 12, and our endgame revolves around Sower and Castle, and I'm worried that, like, we're not going to be able to use Castle effectively, so we're starting to feel that a little bit. Their hand was very good, so they got on the board really fast, but some way to gain more life is definitely a nice one. Now, I also considered playing Karn in this deck. That is definitely a possibility. They just they're Castle Garenbreaking. Oh, they're going to power up the Ballista. Okay. That's pretty good. They Ballista twice here. Because Karn obviously works very well with a lot of mana, and you can go find Elixir Immortality or stuff like that too. So possible way to build this deck as well. Possible way to build this deck as well would be to play our own copy of Karn the Great Creator. So, but I think we're probably in trouble this game. Languish? Couldn't do it twice, folks. Sorry, I really tried. But, alright, I mean, we are probably dead. Exile some more cards. We get the Contempt to their Jade Light Ranger, I guess. And just hope. 4 mana Thassa. That card's just not very good. Yeah, it's basically just like, it was like Languish that turn, I guess. It would have been pretty good, but they just pump Ballista twice and attack us. I think we're just dead on board. Or very close. I think we're dead on board, personally. So, I mean, Ballista goes up. They attack for 3, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we're just dead. I'm sorry, we're going to go to 1. Or possibly 1. Ooh, boy. That's not good. Okay. Oh. Alright. Well. So you're... There's a Nykthos. That's kind of cool. I think we're dead. And we draw lands. We go to 9 and take 3. We play Sower, but I think we still die to the thingy. I don't know. We'll see what happens. All right. So yeah, pretty good start. Pretty good start for them. Definitely feeling the lack of life gain a little bit. Feeling the lack of life gain a little bit. Okay, interesting. Yeah, Karn's a cool idea, honestly, in this deck, because there are some cool artifacts we can get, and like we can get life gain artifacts, Ballista. Karn also gives us outlets for our mana too, where we can get like a big dumb card from a sideboard with Karn, like a big Ballista or Hangerback Walker or whatever. So definitely a possible option for this deck. You know, we're exploring all opportunities here. So all right, so. We're going to bring in, once you sideboard, things seem great for us. Bring in Grasp and Legion's End, and Aether Gust, and Thoughtseize, and Hostage Taker, and a second Languish. Do we want Legion's End, actually? They have 8 Llanowar Elves and 4 Burning Tree Emissaries, probably. What's coming out? What's coming out? Let's figure that out. I would say Ashiok Dream Render is coming out. I would say... Oracle can come out. I don't think Heart of Kiran's very good here. I guess I can pressure Planeswalkers, and I don't have good removal for it, but honestly, Salungar seems good too. A lot of our cards seem good. Oh, it's true. And their card turns off Heart too. Absolutely, absolutely. So okay. Contempt is like meh. Jace Vryn's Prodigy. I'm not gonna kill it. Maybe Hostage Taker is not really necessary. Let's take a look here. So we have 5 cards we can cut in theory. Languish is pretty sweet. I mean, Contempt isn't necessary. I guess Taker's bad too. I mean, Slungar's bad too. Got the expensive stuff. I kind of agree. And then I don't think End is actually good. Maybe it is. End, Remorse, Thoughtseize, Push, Jace, Gust, Strangler, Rider, Languish. Could maybe trim a Sower or two. Jace. I guess this Jace is kind of eh. Rider kills Planeswalkers, though. And killing Planeswalkers is pretty important. N sets up the processor, though. It's pretty good, too. We're playing a lot of discard spells. Alright, I should probably just shave. I'm just going to shave, like, a Remorse and a Sower, I guess. Why would I play Torment of Hailfire? Remember, folks, whenever you're going to suggest a card, please tell me why I should play it. Because I'm not playing it for a reason. So it's better if you tell me why I should play it. So we have more of like a discourse, and I can give you a better answer. Because just saying, if you say why not play this card, and I say it's bad, that's not a very good back and forth. So if there's a card you think you should be playing, tell me why, and I'll tell you if I agree with you or disagree with you. But Torment of Hailfire is not a very good Magic card. It's only good if you have 1,000,000 mana, and all cards are good if you have 1,000,000 mana. So. Hello. Welcome to the void. Where nothing exists. Nothing exists. Reality is shit. That's the voice acting from Ashiok. What the hell is going on? For real though, what's actually going on? You break it? Alright, I guess we're restarting Magic Online. Be right back, folks. Remember, folks, check out the Hex Holder. It's a storage solution. No, I don't want to concede the match. Storage solution for all your gaming storage Magic needs. Once you're allowed to go outside again, you can bring the Hex Holder. Promo code Jim10, 10% off your order. Hexholder.com. Very cool products. Very light, easy, convenient. Holds all your stuff. Check it out. Thehexholder.com. I'm here just restarting Magic Online here. Give me 1 second. Also check out bcwsupplies.com. Number one source for your game shopping needs. bcwsupplies.com. Buy the Elite 2 deck card sleeves. Best sleeves in the market, not close. Promo code Jim10. bcwsupplies.com. Magic Online is trying out the whole social distancing thing. That's right. Whoa, hello. Oh, God. What's going on? Sarah, are you my opponent? Yeah, I don't know what's happening. This is the screen I have. Is this your screen also, Sarah? I need an adult. Oh, whoa, hello, we're back. All right, Sarah, leave the stream. I'm going to look at my hand now. It's working. My devotion to Magic Online is too low. My devotion is... Bye, good luck. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for following. Appreciate that. Okay, let's give Sarah a second here to get out of here. And let's look at our opening hands. That was weird. That was weird. All right, so this hand is pretty insane. We've got 5 interactive spells and 2 lands. We're going to keep this. We have our Strangler Remorse Curve. Which kind of got everything, honestly. All right. Thoughtseize, target you. Their hand is a 6-card hand. Feels bad, man. Jade Light Nissa Hydra. So we can take the Jade Light here. And say go. Hand great. Deck great. Life great. Forest Elvish Mystic. And the old Aether Gust. We need lands, honestly. But so now we're going to Remorse here. If I draw a land, I can just Strangler the thing. There's not much they can play on 3 mana. It's just like super terrifying. So let's cast Agonizing Remorse. They've drawn a Forest. So let's take the old Nissa and leave them with Forest and Nykthos Hydra. Play Forest. Attack for 1. Your turn. Land? No. Well, we will need to draw spells at some point. That is I mean, lands, at some point. Karn, the Great Creator. Bye. Now, if they draw one of those, we're dead. There's Nykthos. It's a swamp. That's a good draw. That's a good draw. Tracker on top? Oh my god. This is going to be embarrassing. This is embarrassing. Oh god. Oh. Alright, well, we're going to push the thingy here. And they're going to play Tracker. They can't play a land, obviously, because they shoot Tracker. So let's just draw a land and Strangler their Tracker. And everything will be fine. All is forgiven if we draw a land here. Untap land. Did it. Did it. Yeah, do it. Let's give them back their Nissa. I don't think they have any recursion in their deck, so all is forgiven. Let's draw Ashiok next turn. The 3-mana Ashiok. The good one. Field of Ruin? Sure. Why not, right? Let's pop it right now. Maybe draw step it, I guess. Whatever. We could, like, Aether Gust the Jade Light and then shuffle it away, but, like, we have tons of removal. Strangler checks the Jade Light anyway, so. Never punished. It's turn 6. I should do my 4th land. Get Island, obviously, so we have an Herb Organ play. Underground Sea. Underground Sea. Well, Fullow Haven, sure. Okay. Ashiok. Have to turn off my end of their second main step because I played a really awesome Naya Astral Slide deck in Modern before this. Missed that up on my YouTube. Alright, give me a cycle. Alright, let's just say go, I guess. Pioneer needs Ghost Quarter? Why? Why would you want Ghost Quarter over Field of Ruin? Field of Ruin's so good. Alright, so they play Hydra. Try and fight my thing. Wrong. Do we gust or push? I just push. Quarter hits basics and it's broken with Crucible. I mean, I guess, but. Alright, so that's that. I want to hold this gust in case they have like a. Oh, thank God. Castle Locthwain. You are so beautiful. You are so beautiful to me. Can't you see? Alright, now we want to like. We want to empty our hand like ASAP with this Castle Locthwain here. So we're at 10 again. Yeah, the life thing's we gotta get some more life gain, I think. Definitely want to empty our hand. It might just be Legion's End Murderous Rider. It's only bad if they draw Karn exactly. We can still attack it. So let's Legion's End. See what their hand is too, I guess. Oh. Ooh. Elvish Mystics, not Llanowar Elves. Close. Close. Alright, and then we just say go with Gust Murderous Rider. And if they don't play anything threatening, I'm just going to Murderous Rider the Jade Light Ranger. Oh. How about that whammy? Alright, so yeah. End step. Swift end. Alright, so that's that. And untap. And draw. Jace, Architect of Thought. That's not bad. Sure. I guess we'll attack first. If they draw like exactly Nissa, we get punished, but who plays Nissa? Plus that once they go. On tab with Gust up, Guest Rider maybe. See what's up. See what's up. Green, green. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, okay. Whew. Just make it a wolf. And a third Llanowar Elves. Ooh, boy. Jace. Well, Jace Fringe Prodigy does flip this cast Legion's End pretty good. Okay, so we're going to play probably just Jace and Murderous Rider. But let's minus this and see what turns up. We're going to have multiple blockers in play, so plussing not really necessary. Heh! That's hilarious. So we're going to put the lands into our hand and just cast the card they didn't want to give us. Lol. Alright. You're up. Nick those. Alright, that's game. That's game. Alright, so that was cool. That was cool. We killed some stuff, drew some lands. I think that like the black cards line up pretty well against the Devotion deck, but we need to obviously like do something. I think that Ashiok seems awesome against them too. So now we're on the draw. I think we're fine. Maybe we don't want the Jace in the draw. I want to bring the Sower back in, honestly. I guess honestly Hosttaker's pretty good too. This card's pretty freaking good. Yeah, I like this. Looks pretty good to me. You know, all the grasps and gusts and wasteland stranglers and stuff feels pretty awesome. So, Languish is also a nice one too. So, feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good. If you're tuning in, welcome to the stream. My name's Jim Davis. This is Freshly Brewed, the show where I build a deck and just play it. Game 1, Match 1 is my first game with the deck. Warts and all. And we go through the deck building process and we learn how to build a deck, basically. And this is a Pioneer Oblivion Sower Ashiok deck. And it's been going pretty good so far. Opponent mulligans to 6. We've got Legion's End and Murderous Rider. Hand's a little slow, but I think it's definitely a keep. Perfect mana, no pain. Remorse pretty good too, actually. So, again, alright. Everyone, put F in chat, please, for my opponent's Elvish Mystic. Oh my god. F in chat, please. Amazing Grace. Karn, Vivian, Land. Alright. It's a pretty good hand, honestly, but... What's up, Dick? Do I still play Legacy from time to time? I've mostly abandoned it. It's just like, whatever. Honestly, it's fine. Guste. Alright. There aren't really any tournaments for it. I haven't loved Legacy in the last year or so. I don't know. There's just honestly just too many formats right now. There's Standard, Modern, Pioneer, Historic. Like, it's just so much to keep track of. Alright, so we have to take either Karn or Vivian here. I think it's pretty clearly Karn, because we just kill Vivian because there's no value, so... They have Garenbrig, Vivian, we just say go. How come everyone got their pile driver shirt except for me? I gotta call Cedric. This is unbelievable. Glad you like it, Dick. That's awesome. It's comfy too, right? Dick Coles, please give us your testimonial about my shirt. How comfortable is it? Let us know. This is outrageous. It's unfair. Hostage taker. That's pretty nice. So we can like Murderous Rider or Gust here. Probably just Murderous Rider. Swift End, I mean. Montague, 8-month resub. Welcome back, my friend. Appreciate it. Thanks so much. Love you all. Alright. Yeah. They are out. I'll take a land here. Oh, alright. We could just bounce the Haven, which terminates it, but we could just plus also. So it's comfy, right? Dick Cole says, seriously, it's the most comfy shirt. I have every Coalesce shirt. Cedric made sure of it. And they are all very, very comfortable. It's like a light, airy material. Feels great on my skin. Walking Ballista for 3. Okay. That's a thing. We just pop off Legion's End here, I think. They'll probably kill the Nightmare. I guess I'll attack first. Yeah, I mean, this game, they mulliganed and, like, you know, feels like a blue-black control deck. Well, it kind of is. I mean, like, we're just playing a lot of good control elements. We haven't actually drawn Ashiok Nightmare Weaver yet, like the main card in our deck. Which is not ideal, I guess, because it's the cornerstone of a deck, but sure, it's working out okay for us. Alright, so no blocks. Rushing on Legion's End. Wait, can I also Field of Ruin? It's like Field, Legion's End, and then have Aether Gust up. It would cost 2 life. I don't want to do that. So it's Legion's End, the Ballista. I forgot End answers Ballista and Hydra, so that's actually really, really good. So shoot there. Shoot there. And shoot there. And plus here. We could hold up a Gust. I think it's only good against exactly Nissa. And even then we can just do it on our turn. Or just bounce it with the Ashiok or whatever. So I think we're pretty far ahead here. This is their exile, not their hand. Jade Light's not bad. Forest Karn, sure. And they bin the Karn, which makes sense. So untap. We have a Thoughtseize that does nothing. Plus this. We're just going to Hostage Taker. What's up, bud?
What's up?
How's it going?
Good.
What's up?
Here's the things we should. These are problem solutions. Things we should do to. Yeah. Oh, and
Okay.
you won the match.
I won. So I told John his homework for today, because obviously he can't go to school, so I gotta give him work, is he's president. How do you deal with the coronavirus? So
We did problems. I did problem solutions.
okay, so give me one problem and one solution, and you're on the podium right now. You are president of the United States of America.
If the medicine is too expensive, we should do universal health care.
There you go. That's his platform. So a vote for John is a vote for universal health care. Keep your mulligan. It's up to you. All right. Thanks, bud. All right. Homeschool, because you can't go to school.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go. Round 2 here.
Good luck.
John for president. Thanks, bud. Yes, thank you. All right. So, anyway, my shirt. As Nick was talking about, my shirt. Super comfy. Super awesome. My pile driver shirt. CoalesceApparel.shop. Check it out. CoalesceApparel.shop. And it's super comfy. It's super nice. John's got a few years before he be president, but, you know, it's pretty good. Check it out. That's my shirt. Pile drivers. Be a pile driver today. CoalesceApparel.shop. All right. On the play. I mean, I would say that our Fetid Pools make this hand look a lot better. And keep this. I think, awesome gaming. I think we're going to play a tap line on turn 1. I don't want to Thoughtseize yet. We could. Then we're kind of like off curve. We draw other stuff. I guess we could just do it. Yeah, it's Thoughtseize. I wouldn't shock to Thoughtseize, but I guess we have basic swamp, so... Oh, boy. Okay, so they're just playing, like... They're also playing a deck with blue and black lands. Alright, so... Jace is our literal only card, and they have creature, Murderous Rider. I guess we're just taking Thoughtseize here. So we can at least minus Jace and get some value off of it, so... Alright, take Thoughtseize. Say go. Yeah, play Swamp. Untap. Untap. Draw. Oh, God. It's lagging. I hit the F6 button like 5 times. Alright. Vraska's Contempt. So we're going to play a Fetid Pools here. We draw like land. We're going to regret it, but it's going to be awkward if you play the Watergrave tapped and then like have a tap land later on, so... I mean, they're playing an island, so they're not playing like vampires. And they just draw Thoughtseize, obviously. Thoughtseize bug, thanks a lot, appreciate that. They didn't draw land, though. They have 2 Aetherborns in their hand and no black source, so... Keeper Mulligan. The Thoughtseize bug is real. So that obviously sucks for us. That was our one business card, but try Ashiok. No, obviously not. Alright, I guess if we cycle, we could draw a push or... I'm just play this tap as I go. So if I cast Thoughtseize, I want them to take this and not the card we draw, so... Is Magic Online being stress tested right now? Probably. Probably. So they miss a land here, the game gets really, really weird. It ends up being a Screw vs. Flood game, where they have all spell, and they draw it anyways. It doesn't matter. Alright, Aetherborn. And cycle. And we need some spells here. That is a spell. That is a spell. That's a good card. Now they have Murderous Rider in their hand, which is not cool. But Ashiok definitely is at least worth some value. Alright, let's play field and just say go. They've got Murderous Rider, Aetherborn, Kalitas, and one other card now, 2 other cards in hand. We could just pop off Murderous Rider here, honestly. And then cast it on our turn and try and get them to I guess, like, the Rider can't block Aetherborn or Kalitas. It's not even that good. But... Yeah, I'm gonna pop it off, I think. We have Contempt for Kalitas. And just playing a Murderous Rider next turn in the absence of anything else is, like, fine. So... Gifted Aetherborn. Oh, that was such a good draw. Oh, what a draw. You'll love to see it. That just changes the entire texture of the game. Because now all we have to do is just like kill stuff and survive, and we'll eventually win the game. So we're gonna... Let's see. We're just gonna... I think Ashiok minus. Because... it gets a card no matter what. It forces them to cast Murderous Rider next turn. Then we get to untap and just like unload more stuff. I think that's where we're at. Say main deck Mystical Dispute, which would be ridiculous. Ridiculous. So they're going to exile a card. Obviously, we get a little value out of the exile too, which is nice. Excuse me. Aetherborn is gone. So we get to 5 mana, exile Aetherborn, force them to cast Murderous Rider with our Castle Locthwain in play, which is fantastic. Alright, so now you both have a Murderous Rider in the same exile zone, which is really annoying. Erebos' Intervention. It's not the best card ever, but it's some life. Honestly, it's fine, the life gain. So let's just cast Murderous Rider. I guess we'll leave up the Field of Ruin. So their hand is Cletus and some other cards. They have one card in exile. Let's like leave this like here. Knowing their exile is like certainly relevant. So they have a Thought Erasure. So lame, but honestly trading resources is fine because we have the castle in play. So both cards answer Cletus. A Contempt, sure. They're going to Surveil. Cletus. Damn it, Cletus. What do y'all think you're doing? They're going to put a Watery Grave in the graveyard and then have drawn a Watery Grave for turn. 3 cards in hand. So now, if I go to field them, that might turn on push. We're not going to do that. This is fine. There's no point in fielding them. Untap. Draw Agonizing Remorse. Good draw, actually. Good draw. Because now we can Remorse and Castle. So it's Remorse. Get a look at their hand. Oh, wow. Their hand is... Let's get rid of this. Hand is Cletus, Thief of Sanity, Liliana of the Last Hope, which is really, really good. So that's an easy one. Take that, leaving them with Thief of Sanity and Cletus. We're going to draw now, because if it's a land, I want to play the land. Because playing your lands is important with Castle Locthwain. It's not. Get to gain some life here, which is pretty important, honestly. And now we can kill whatever they play, and play Remorse, probably. So, they play Cletus, we got to draw a land, but... So, 2 different flavors of Dimir stuff. It's funny how insane Ashiok looks in this matchup, which we still haven't drawn yet. Ashiok just seems bananas. Like, they're playing a bunch of 3 and 4 mana creatures. Seems really good. You gotta draw it, but... Alright, so they're playing Cletus. Drawing a land here would be nice. And what a land. Okay. So Agonizing Remorse. Take the Thief. Now they've got nothing. And play land. -X. So right now it is their Murderous Rider in exile and 5 lands versus my Murderous Rider in play and 7 lands, including 2 Castle Locthwains. Yep. Draw. Bingo. They have no lands in exile, but you can't turn away from this, right? Let's attack. I think us gaining 2 life is worth it for sure, because we have these castles in play. And we're going to leave up a Castle Locthwain on the off chance we hit 3 lands. Here we go, big money. We hit 2 lands. It will not pay 2 life. Alright, it's pretty good. Oh yeah, also a 5/8. Also a 5/8. And let's get the engine going. Draw Urborg. Draw a castle. 1, 2, 3. There's cards we can draw, I guess. Black. Draw again. Fetid Pools. Alright. I think we're attacking again. This is currently game 1, I believe. I think about 1 or 2 Asian treachery. Why would I want that? And just like up. I don't think upkeep drawing is worth it. You just like play the card you draw. You know, Thought Erasure. Lol. Alright, end step. Cycle. Jace. Draw. Land. Oblivion Sower makes it to where you draw cards as Agent. Oh, that's kind of cute. Because Agent has the 3 things you own clause. It's just like a 7 mana card, though. It's just like not good enough. It's a cool idea, but I don't think it's worth it. Just a 2 win more, I think. Alright, so we're going to play Jace. And we're going to play a land and castle. We're just playing the island. Okay, well, we can't cast that yet, unfortunately, but we'll get there. I think this game has been over for like 3 turns, so. Again, I'm happy to gain life here because I want to gain life with castle and play. So, Bengineering, big raid 143. Thanks so much, my friend. Everyone who's here, welcome. Please wash your hands. Don't come too close, and welcome. We are playing some Pioneer today. Pioneer and Autumn with what is this? Double raid, folks. Social distancing. All right, everyone can't raid at the same time. All right, you guys got to take it easy. Y'all take it easy, okay? Autumn and Bengineering, thanks so much to both of you for your raids. If you haven't seen either one of their channels, they're both awesome. Check them out. And if you're just tuning in, welcome. This is the very beginning of Freshly Brewed, the show where I just brew a deck and play it on stream. First game with this deck is on the stream, game 1. Warts and all. So we're playing a Dimir Ashiok deck based around Oblivion Sower, Ashiok. A lot of my viewers like this card, and then Saffron Owl played a similar deck, but way too many Ashioks. Our deck even seems a little tighter. So, and we're playing against Dimir. We're 1-0. We beat Mono Green Devotion so far, so we are 1-0 so far in this league. And welcome everyone. Hit that follow button, of course. That follow button if you're watching on YouTube. Make sure you follow in there. Welcome everyone. Welcome. We're about to cast Oblivion Sower. Let's do this. They're just dead. They're not dead yet. Let's do it. For all the new viewers, Oblivion Sower. Go get him, buddy. We reveal 2 swamps. So now, of course, we're playing a bunch of Ashioks to exile their cards and go for huge Oblivion Sowers. But, alright, then we're going to play this Wasteland Strangler and kill this Murderous Rider. They can have a Fatal Pushback and then kill that. Then we're going to play the Oracle of Half-Truths. It's good when you get rated for a ton of people and you're winning. You know, it feels good. It feels good. But again, huge thanks to Autumn. Huge thanks to Bengineering. Y'all great. Y'all great. All right, they did not want to split my cards into piles. That was the end. And in the end. So now you can see the deck. This is the deck right here. Of course, you can also see the deck on the overlay, thanks to Cardboard Live. But this is the deck right here. Little processing action. A lot of just good Dimir cards, of course. Remorse, Thoughtseize, Push, Murderous Rider. But core of the deck so far is Ashiok, Nightmare Weaver. We've not drawn this card once yet. I haven't drawn it once, but also have Nightmare Muse and Dream Render. And the goal is to exile a bunch of cards and then use those cards in exile for Oblivion Sower and for Wasteland Strangler. And we're playing against kind of a Dimir mirror, but they're focused on like Thief of Sanity, Kalidas, the 2-drop, what's it called? They just played it, I forgot. Black Vampire, gains life. So we're going to be bringing in Hostage Taker. Honestly, all of our big boom cards, realistically. And I think I want the Languish too, actually. They seem more creature-based than us. And what are we going to cut? I'd say Dream Render is not too good. And then what else? Everything seems pretty good, honestly. I guess Contempt is like okay. I just got a Field of Ruin. We saw no castles from them. We're playing 4 castles. Part of our end game is just Gift Day of the Board. That's the one. Part of our end game is just Oblivion Sower, get a bunch of lands, and activate castle over and over and over again. That's why we're playing 4 of them, which will do us very well in this mirror here. We're going to be on the draw. Let's go to field. I love cutting lands in discard mirrors. And then we have a 4th Thoughtseize on the board. I guess we want that too. So we got to cut 2 cards here. Um, Intervention is important because I think we actually want 2 of this card in this deck. For the sole purpose of, we're leaning so hard on Castle Locthwain that the life gain is really important. So I kind of want that one. It also kills some of the bigger stuff. Salumgar. I guess this card's not very good. I don't really need that. It's like a fine card, but it's kind of whatever. I don't know what to cut. I don't know if I want all the discard spells, because we are playing off the top a lot. I'm going to cut a Remorse. I have no idea if it's right or not, but let's try this. I think Contempt might be unnecessary. Maybe Remorse is better. It's weird because, like, on the draw, we're up a card, so the discard spells seem better, but, like, they're also a little tempo negative, so not really sure. I'm not really super familiar with, like, what to do with discarded discard mirrors. It's also the school of thought that's just, like, board out all your discard and have all gas coming off the top, but... Alright, so we're going to keep this hand. We draw blue, obviously, but we have a discard spell. We finally drew Ashiok. Our hand's pretty discard spell proof. So we all gas. Just need to draw some lands, which we will hopefully do. Their hand is Liliana's Triumph, which is the Edict. Walk the Plank. Ashioks. I'm sorry, not Ashiok. Murderous Rider and Scarab God. So we don't care about the creature removal at all. Scarab God is actually pretty annoying, but that's like way in the future. We're gonna worry about that, right? Who cares about the future, right? It's the American way. So I think Murderous Rider's it, because we just have our Ashiok ready to roll. So their hand is Swamp, Triumph, Plank, Scarab God. We need to draw lands. Our hand is pretty chunky, but let's see what we can do. I think that first blue land for Ashiok is going to be pretty huge, so that is not it. Alright, we might just be dead this game. We should never draw lands. Alright, you're up. Let's go. You'll walk the plank. Really aren't that many creatures in our deck, so... One of the benefits of playing like a pseudo mirror is they sideboard against like their own deck. Oh man, come on. Alright, well, they drew Liliana of a Last Hope, which was by far the best draw, because now they can get back their Murderous Rider also and just undo everything we just did. We are in trouble. Nia's Slide was over hours ago, Bat Salty, but you can find it on YouTube at some point in the near future. Right. Close game. Love our keep. Love our Thoughtseize choice. Just don't work out sometimes. Sometimes you just never draw lands, and sometimes they just play Liliana to get back the card you took. I'm going to concede here, I think. Maybe not. Like, they have a Murderous Rider in their hand, and they take Ashiok here, and our hand's just terrible, so you draw like running lands. I guess the game's not going to end for a while, so it's not like we're just stone dead to this Liliana. But Scooping conceals our Salumgar, our Hostage Taker, our Ashiok. They have Surveil. They have Triumph. I guess they have Triumph Walk the Plank, and that makes our Hostage Taker bad. I'm just going to concede. They have all this removal in, and I don't think it's... I guess, like, we have creatures here. I don't know. Whatever. Just go to the next game. I'm frustrated. That game sucked. And on the play, we need to decide... Right, we gotta beat their Scarab God, and their Liliana, and their Murderous Rider. We were drawing land, Strangler. What? Alright, so let's try it again. Back on the play, do we want another discard spell? Do we want... Maybe we want Contempt, now that we've seen Liliana. I actually have Push. So I got to push for the discard spell on the play. Try and really just set up for Ashiok. Yeah. Okay. Let's try this. It's like they only showed us the 2/3 lifelinker and no other 2-drops, and push doesn't kill everything anyway, so... No, I think cutting a land is still fine. We still have 24 lands. Discard mirrors often end up being like Thoughtseize, 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 Thoughtseize. You both have nothing, and you want to draw spells, so you have time to draw lands. So, all right, going first. Maybe we didn't want these either. I don't know. They play a lot of creatures in that first game, but maybe these are wrong too. But we're gonna keep. I mean, we've got Ashiok and Heart of Kiran, which are both pretty good. We've got 2 lands that cast spells. We have a castle. All right. Yeah, I don't know about these. These might have been wrong. Yeah, I thought they were more vampire than they were. But they're playing Thief of Sanity too, so I guess it hits Thief of Sanity as well. But this probably just isn't necessary. I think I boarded bad. Took the Murderous Rider? Wow. That's interesting. Hopefully their plan was to Thoughtseize me again and take Ashiok. Because we just drew another one, and we can draw a land. That'd be sweet. So they're going to discard, they're going to Thought Erasure me, and we're going to draw a land. Yep. That's part 1. Big land draw here. Big land draw. Surveil. Your little land energy in chat, please. Sword Right, thanks for following. Appreciate that. If you haven't followed, just hit that follow button, of course. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you follow on there. Welcome. We got a big draw step here, folks. Yeah, I should never have brought these in. I boarded really bad. I should have brought the Strangler in, too. I just boarded really bad, I think. Don't like how I boarded. Alright. They put a swamp in their graveyard. Here it comes. This is big, folks. We draw a land here, we're way ahead. We miss here, we probably lose. Untap land. Very sad. Very sad. I mean, they clearly have a land because they've been the swamp, so... Yeah, that's the land of a last hope. I mean, this is weird because, like, we can just kill it with Heart of Kiran if we draw a land. It's like a minus here, maybe trying to guarantee. But there's also no creatures in their graveyard. Oh, they hit. So lucky. So they hit a gifted Aetherborn. So they minus just try and guarantee value and spiked a creature, which is pretty good. Please draw an untapped land. Please. And now we're just totally dead. All right, pretty frustrating games here. I'd be boarded bad, but gotta draw a third land to play. These would have been like a Strangler or like something else probably, but all right. They have no cards in exile. I mean, they could have like I don't know. They have your counterspell or something. I don't really know. Just fire it up. All right, there's Ashiok. All right, that's plus. Target you. Hit Aetherborn and 2 lands. Okay. I mean, fire up. Liliana's Triumph, sure. Oh, that's brutal. That's so sick. They control Liliana. All right. That's tilt. Now they untap Murderous Rider or Ashiok and just ruin our day. tense games here. Real tense. Snack its mouse back. I mean, if you ever get to cast the Sower, it might actually be okay this game. There's 2 lands in exile. We have castles and stuff. Just kill this this Aetherborn, play a land. Putting the Aetherborn back in the graveyard doesn't really matter, obviously, because they have 2 of them, so... Strangler can poke the Liliana, so... Oh. Why you like this? Janky B. Janky B, Janky B, Janky B. Look, we're playing 4 Sower for a reason, alright? And Liliana and Murderous Rider is really good. Maybe we want Liliana in our deck. Oh, that's brutal. I mean, we have to cast Languish, so whatever. Can never beat Thief of Sanity if it hits us, so... Alright, I mean, we got some work to do here, but we have castles, I guess, and stuff, maybe. Possibly, who knows. I mean, we had a 1/1. It was shrunk by Liliana, so... They also know we have Languish, too, so they're blocking there every time, ever. Narset? They're playing Narset in their Gifted Aetherborn deck. And they found another Liliana of Last Hope. Yeah, it's not looking great. It's not looking great. I mean, for all the things that went wrong this game, we're still, like, in the game. We did miss our 3rd land drop for 2 turns. That's a bad draw. Alright. Castle. I'm so stupid. I'm just an idiot. Everyone go home. We got passive punk. Stream's over. Stream's over. Passive punked. Alright, I'm just conceding. Whatever. Shame scooping. Whatever. Alright, I mean, pretty frustrating games. They made a mistake. I think we sideboarded poorly, but... I think I should have Languished the Aetherborn instead of Strangling it. Well, we were never casting Languish unless the 3/2 died. Unless I played Thief of Sanity, the card that had to die. And the 3/2 can pressure the Planeswalker, so... But I think I boarded bad that game. I boarded bad. Could have just, like, drawn that 3rd land, you know? Like, either of those 2 turns, we probably win the game, but what are you going to do? So, if you're sitting, welcome to the stream. Ashiok's Oblivion. Freshly Brewed. Here's the deck. Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. They had Rider to block Strangler and Louis to shrink it? Yeah, maybe. I mean, I think Language like shouldn't have been in the deck, but you might be right. Also, I should have cut my pushes. I think leaving a push is really, really bad. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. No worries. No worries. Remember, folks, check out bcwsupplies.com. Best sleeves in the market, the Elite 2 deck guard sleeves. You can buy a 5-pack of the Elite 2 deck guard sleeves on bcwsupplies.com. Less than $6 a pack using my promo code JIM10. 10% off your order, bcwsupplies.com. Check it out. Also, Cardboard Live's the overlay you see right now. Cardboard Live is the bomb. If you're a content creator, please get involved with Cardboard Live. Get in the beta, email James, and get involved because they're just doing the best stuff ever for watching Magic on the internet. Check them out, cardboard.live. Also, make sure you give me a follow here on Twitter. Keep updated on what's going on. Obviously, things are pretty crazy right now, so hop on Twitter, give me a follow, and find out when I'm streaming. I also do content on coolstuffinc.com. And look at this Mog Monday game state from yesterday. 2 days ago. I don't know what day it is. 2 days ago? Yesterday. Mog Monday, check it out. If you missed it, it's up on YouTube. Let's go. Alright, let's ride. Man. We're going to keep. We have Kill Spell, Remorse. We're playing 25 lands. Like, 25 is a lot of lands, you know? But we're keeping. Opponent mulligans to 6. Like to see that. Like to see that. Alright, you are up. Island go. Alright, well, make some land drops here, please. Alright, we're going to Remorse. We can't attack with Heart next turn anyway, so. Spell Pierce? In this economy? Who plays Spell Pierce? Oh boy. That card's really good against us. Oh, they don't have any lands, never mind. Oh, this is things that are happening. Heart of Kiran. Spell Pierce? What's up, Pinball? How's it going, my friend? Yeah, we started a little later today. So now they have 6 spells in hand. So, Hypnotic Sprite? Okay. Ashiok, but can't cast it. Put him all to 6 this game. Jeremiah says, hey, Jim from Australia. Usually watch the YouTube videos for the time zones. Sub so I can watch Twitch videos. Awesome. All for 2 weeks. Just got back from Europe. Excited to watch me live. Awesome content. Please don't stop. Thanks, my friend. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I love my YouTube viewers. It's probably just like some mono blue devotion deck. I don't know what else you play this card. We can like intervention to kill it right now. Just like gain 1 and leave a push. We can do a lot of things, I guess. You can just kill it and gain 2 while they're tapped out, I guess. Just gonna do that. I don't really know what they're doing, so just like take the really conservative line. Would really like to draw a blue source, but I don't know if I would cast Ashiok if I draw a blue source. Oh, there you go. I think I was playing Jace. Like, I don't know what the hell they're playing, counterspell-wise. They have 6 cards in hand. Jace is still good. I think Ashiok's like really, really important, so just play Jace and see what happens. Alright. Spell Pierce, Hypnotic Sprite. Okay. I mean, I could shock and play around Spell Pierce, but I guess we're just gonna loot. That opens things up a bit. Alright, sure. I want to know what's going on. Because I don't know what's going on. Got no idea. Show me what's going on. Spell Pierce. I mean, yeah. All day. All day, every day. Never think twice. Their hand is Biden of Thassa, Master of Waves, Master of Waves, Temptation, Obsession. Holy God, their hand's actually pretty good. Ray, new sub, what's your name, where you from? Welcome, my friend. If they draw lands, we're like pretty screwed. This is the all screw versus flood, you know, just have all spells in their hand. We're taking Temptation here, but that's a scary one. That's a scary one. The good news is, if they play Temptation next turn, we can flip Jace and use the Revolt on Jace to kill it. Or they'll concede. Whatever. Same thing. Alright, so they're like some sort of devotion deck. Temptation, Master of Waves, Obsession, Spell Pierces, Hypnotic Sprite. Like a more aggressive devotion deck. What are we gonna do? We definitely want like lower curve stuff, I guess. Fortunately, we have these gusts and grasps that don't really do much. Raymond from Seattle, what's up, my friend? Play pinball semi-professionally, and I'm ranked #1 in the world. That's pretty cool. Sweet. Also, I'm pretty cool. Thanks. Appreciate that, Ray. Ray, do you stream? That's awesome. Ranked #1 in the world in pinball. A friend of mine on Facebook, who I don't really know that well, but we knew each other like a long time ago, plays pinball. I always see his updates on Facebook, and I'm like, I hardly even know who you are, but that's cool. You stream? Sweet. You stream pinball? That's cool. All right, we're bringing in Languish, Hostage Taker. I mean, Legion's End, like, if they're playing Obsession, they must have a good density of 1 and 2 drops. I just want all the cheap spells I can get, so that's coming in. We're gonna cut the Remorses, I think. I'm bringing Thoughtseize to cut the Remorses. They're just kind of, I guess Remorse plays all at Strangler though. Cut the Dream Renders. Probably want to call it like a Sower or two, I guess. Just the game like probably just won't be about that. I try to leave the Remorses in. And then cut like Contempt, exiling stuff actually seems pretty important. It's got the Oracle of Half-Truths. It's kind of like a grindy card. It can crew hard, but it's just like a clunker. Pretty sweet, pretty sweet. I have a lot of respect for people who have skills in what would be considered, odd areas. Like, I mean, I guess obviously I fall into that area. I'm a professional Magic the Gathering player. To the average person, that sounds weird. But people who just do something and they're really cool at it. They're good at pinball, or they're good at playing the theremin, or whatever it is. A lot of respect for that. A lot of respect. Okay. We've got a decent hand here. We're gonna keep this. We have no exile effect for our Strangler, but Thoughtseize, Jace. It's fine. All right, so they're gonna go. Islands go. All right, we're just gonna fire off on the old Thoughtseize, I think. If it gets spell pierced, whatever. If it doesn't, great. Their hand is Mystical Dispute, Monastery Siege. Choose cons or dragons. Cons, you draw and then loot. Dragons, spells your opponents cast target you or permanent you control cost 2 more to cast. Whatever. Dispute counters Jace. We can just not play into it, obviously. And then Tempest Jin is a big boom boom. It's hard to kill. Yeah, let's take Tempest Jin. Take the foil one off. All right. So they'll play land. They'll say go. Probably just playing tap land here. Maybe not. Maybe we're cycling now. That's land 4. Yeah, we'll just cycle Fetid Pools. We're not playing our Jace into their Mystical Dispute, so. Nothing? No Siege, no Jin, nothing? Alright, sure. Cycle Pools. Oh, there's a So Daddy. Alright. I mean, I guess if we play Jace now and they dispute it, we get to play Jace Architect of Thought the following turn. And realistically, our Jace isn't even good right now. So yeah, whatever. Just throw it away. Take it. Take it from me. No? Alright, sure. What are they up to over there? They're just not doing anything. End step. Tap 3. Brazen Borrower. Alright. Sure. It's pretty good. And they have land 4. Now they have Tempest Jin with Mystical Dispute backup. I would love to draw a black kill spell. We have not been able to do that yet. Alright. Loot skis. Another Jace. Loot. I mean, that is a black removal spell, but what are we going to do here? Alright, so we might just cast Jace into this Mystical Dispute, because then we can flip our Jace next turn guaranteed, and then use that for Fatal Push. So I find it so weird that like half the Eldrazi are enters the battlefield effects and half are cast triggers. It's like a real flavor fail, I think. Alright, let's play Jace. They'll definitely counter it. If they don't, great, whatever. It resolves. We'll minus it and draw some cards. Their hand's Monastery Siege, Mystical Dispute card. We could also double push next turn too, so... Did I fix the error? What error? Alright, goodbye, Jace. Hello, baby Jace. Monastery Siege can make it so their things cost 2 more, so I can't double push, but it's also just fine. The upper echelon Eldrazi have cast triggers. The pawns of the ranks have enter the battlefield triggers. It's a flavor win. Wow. Thoughtseer is a comes into play trigger. That one's not important. Cons. So they chose the looting option, and they're playing Storm Tamer. That's pretty good. And they're out of cards, but on a pretty fast clock here. But we get to kill 2 things here. I can't believe they chose cons and not dragons, given that that I'm almost dead. That seems dumb. All right, let's loot. They have no cards in exile currently, which is not great for the Stranglers, but playing this RTR. Yeah, Nicole started around then too, so Nicole likes Pioneer too. Murder. Okay. We're gonna do this. We can do everything now. Let's discard a Strangler. Flip Jace. Let's play Murderous Rider on Tempest Shin. They'll counter it, and then we just go push, push, which is insane. Anyway, I also won't lose life, which is very important too. Swift End. I can't believe they didn't Dragons this. Like, I don't think this card on Dragons is very good typically, but in a spot like this where I'm in a squeeze and dead on board, just seems so good, you know? Alright, that is countered. Well, you are pretty dead. So, of course, my Jace, the Flipwalker leaves the battlefield and then comes back into play. I'm not exactly sure why it does that, but it does. So it counts for Revolt. So all your stuff is dead. You have no cards in hand. I have Oblivion Sower. Life is good. We're at 7 life. And they get to draw an extra card and then discard a card. So they basically just get to loot every upkeep. Discard a Mystical Dispute. Oh, the card they drew must have been alright. Ashiok, Nightmare Weaver. Not bad. Not amazing. Turns on Strangler, which is pretty cool. So top few cards. We hit a Master of Waves and 2 lands, prepping for our Oblivion Sower. That's probably not going to matter, but and plus this, and hopefully they don't go like end step Brazen Bar or something. It exiles because otherwise it would turn into a Planeswalker with 0 loyalty counters and then die. Listen, when you're right, you're right. It's true. Imagine if I had a Narset in play. That would be really good. Discard Island. Alright. That was Curious Obsession, but I had a problem there. But fantastic. Now the question is, do I Master of Waves? I have 2 pips right now. And they're in the unenviable position of having to decide when it's like Ashiok, it's like Ashioks. So they're going to deny me the Master of Waves. Didn't draw land. Top cards. Spell Pierce. Cloudfin Raptor. And then Merfolk Trickster. Fancy. And then we're going to Wasteland Strangler. The 2/2. Right? Maybe it's actually just a flyer. It's just a flyer, I think. Oh, they're going to scoop. Never mind. Cool. CMC with flip cards, it used to be CMC 0. They changed the rules. The CMC back of the card is the same CMC as the front of the card. So Jace is 1 blue, which I think still counts for devotion. So, all right, 2-1 so far. If you're sitting here, welcome to the stream. Freshly Brewed, the show where I brew a deck and we just play it without practicing at all. That's this deck right here. And Ashiok's Oblivion, we're calling it. Oblivion Sower, Ashiok, little processor action, little Heart of Kiran, action, some mid-range action. But our main goal is to cast Oblivion Sower after exiling a bunch of their cards, get a million lands in play, and then activate Castle Locthwain till the cow comes home. It does not count for devotion? Interesting. Oh, so it's like it has a CMC, but not like an actual mana cost. You can target a Dante the first 4 with Isolate. True. Ben, resub. Got sent homework from your coughing. You stay safe, my friend. All right? You stay safe. Welcome. Naya Slide, the results weren't great, but the deck felt good. The deck worked pretty well. It needs some work, but it was a 2-3, but it felt good. And if you missed that, it's up on YouTube. It'll be up on YouTube soon. Deck was very, very fun. Very, very cool. Some awkward matchups for sure, but... All right, 2-1. 2-1. I want to remind everyone that I do articles on CoolStuffInc.com. Obviously, everyone's home from work and just hanging out. Well, there's tons of content to consume every single day on CoolStuffInc.com. That's right, free content, no paywall, every day. Mike Flores, Covert Go Blue, myself, and I do a video Monday, article Friday. This Monday's video is all about 4-color in Soul in Pioneer. Check that video out. And then Friday's article is all about crowdsourcing awesome modern brews for my stream, actually. So check it out. A lot of fun. CoolStuffInc.com. Infinite content. You will never be bored. Ever. That's a promise. Also, promo code Jim5. Get 5% off your order and the Jim Davis Goblin token. Check it. Round 4. Let's go. 2-1. Haven't drawn Ashiok Nightmare Weaver enough. Up. There he is. Or there they are. Alright, keep this. We're on the draw. That's fine. This is the old 1-3-6 curve, Botanical Sanctum. Oh, don't be the combo deck. I hate the combo deck so much. Stupid Lotus. I hate this deck so much. Oh, thank God. Oh, man. Oh, no. Fatal Push. No. You betrayed me. Oh, boy. All right. I mean, I wasn't shocking anyway, so. All right, so. Do we kill the Sailor or do we chill? I think we chill. Let's see what we draw here. Yeah, let's just chill. Push is nimble enough. We'll find a good spot for it. Another Sailor? I don't love this, but they can untap and like with Spellcaller and just say go, and they're attacking for enough where it's threatening. I don't want to keep the Ashiok kind of safe. Breeding Pool taps? What Breeding Pool is this? All right, now they'll look a moron, obviously, because they played Supreme Phantom, but never seen that before. Alright, so they have 3 power in play. Another Lord would kill my Ashiok, but I'm pretty sure we're just playing it because we have literally nothing else. So, alright, now you've drawn a line every single turn, and I'm pretty sad. So, Temple Garden, Spell Queller, Rattle Chains. Gotta draw spells, you gotta draw spells. Can't keep it 4-liner and draw no spells. Don't shock, don't shock. Okay, no company. Alright, Ashiok's gonna live. That's good. We like that. So we could just chuck the Ashiok for a 2-1 flyer. Or we can just untap and see what we draw, and draw Thoughtseize. Okay. Let's just start there and see what's up. They don't have company, which is great. Probably have all white cards in their hand. They didn't shock, though. It's weird. Nebelgast Herald. That's a little sketch. Okay. And their hand is probably white card. White card, yeah. Alright. So now if we were to plus Ashiok, he would just die to an attack. So minusing it to put a 2/1 flyer in play is actually kind of fine, honestly. Unfortunately, the Sower is really bad against him because obviously they have all flying creatures, so we're going to do it. Doesn't feel great. I'm going to draw some spells here, you know? But, alright. I mean, realistically, the board is, like, not that bad for us. So, if they can brick for a turn or two, we can draw some spells. Like, if they go land, we go spell, we'll probably, like, be way ahead this game. JK, LOL. That's sick. I mean, I guess I could have held the push and try to kill this Phantom. It's just like, if I hold push and they untap with Spell Queller or Rattle Chains or whatever, it just like sucks for me. Languish. Alright. Not the best game for us. Not the best game. That's fine. Now we know what we're playing against. Got some removal spells and stuff. We'll be alright, I guess. Kind of an embarrassing game. It's like Mystic Color. But Languish. Languish. Alright, so yes, I'm playing 8 Drowned Catacombs. Alright, so let's bring in Legion's End and the Languish, and I don't hate Hostage Taker. I definitely like cards that cost more than 4 because they can't be spell colored. Like Salumgar actually seems insane against them, but 6 is obviously an obscene amount of mana. I think Thoughtseize and Taker are both okay. I might just want to like ditch the Sower plan totally in this matchup, honestly. Like, it's just too expensive and just doesn't really do enough. We'll just dump it. Feels bad to dump it, but Hand of the God Eternals also interests me a little bit. Probably better than Oracle of Half-Truths. It just costs 5. Honestly, our deck is literally like all removal spells. I imagine we should be fine in this matchup. We just drew like a terrible hand that game, so shouldn't be that bad. But yeah, trying to rely on the 6 mana ground creature to activate our Castle Locthwain is just not what the matchup's going to be about. So, well, it's sad to do. We're going to cut the Sowers. What's up, Zippy? How's it going, bud? How you holding up? Just a tribble. Just a tribble, you know? Alright. It's not great. It's not great. It's perfect mana. I guess Jace, like, loots. I'm going to keep it, but drawing our 1 6-mana removal spell, or 4-mana removal spell, and our 1 sorcery speed 4-drop is a little awkward, but Jace should be very good, especially on the play. Because I'm a wanderer. I'm a wanderer. Fetid Pools. Right. Need Fatal Push. Want to buy 1 copy of Fatal Push. Please. Thunderwonk, what's up? Ooh, they have white mana this game. Alright. Maybe it's just a Rattle Chain turn. It's fine. Ooh. That's tempting. Alright, we're going to start with a little loot skis. That's pretty good, too. Oh, boy. Pretty sure Jace is going to the bin. Pretty sure they have or Rattle Chains. If we play Ashiok and they have Rattle Chains into Lord, the Ashiok just dies. So, might be better served to Thoughtseize and cycle Fetid Pools. If we had a push here or a kill spell here, it'd be so good. Alright. That's fun. Bump that. That plays. Their hand is Empyrean Eagle, Selfless Spirit, Spectral Sailor. So they have the Eagle we were scared of. The problem is our Contempt is like really, really bad against the Wanderer. And the Eagle's a pretty fast clock. It's probably got to be the... I mean, otherwise they're going to play Spirit and Sailor. It's pretty gross. But I'm pretty sure we're just taking the Eagle. Alright. Their hand's not bad. Their hand is definitely not bad. Not a great Ashiok matchup, unfortunately. Temple Garden Shock. And interesting, they are not casting it. So they're saying they drew Spell Queller because they don't want to play their things pre-combat and pump their Wanderer, which is probably really bad for us, but sure. Cycle that. Murderous Rider is not the worst. Intervention, also not the worst. Water on 4-mana removal because it exiles things and gains life. It's a 1-of. Obviously, it's not the ideal card this matchup, but, you know, it's a kill spell. Okay, so Intervention's a 2-mana removal spell. Play land. So we can, like, cast a spell here. We can, like, try and Contempt Rattle Chains. Just, like, see what happens. If they Queller it, we can, like, Jace flip plus, I guess. If they Wanderer it, great. They have a lot of stuff. But I think we want to flip Jace. And if we can untap and play Intervention and Murderous Rider in the same turn, that also feels pretty good too. So we're just going to start here and see what they do. It's possible they drew a Lord. That doesn't make sense either. Them not playing anything says, I drew Spell Queller. It's the only thing that really makes sense. Because we know what their cards are. If they drew any other spirit, they should just play it and pump more damage through the Wanderer. Selfless Spirit in response. Sure. And they let it resolve. So Rattle Change is gone and I gain the life. Okay. Now we're going to loot and just plus on one of these creatures. And now the Jace only taking 2 probably. Let's see what we draw, what the loot is here. We definitely like Rider and Intervention. Yeah, that can go. That one's gone. Ashioks still possibly playable. God Eternals gets countered or sacrificed or whatever, and the ground creatures doesn't really matter. So flip that, plus here. And now they have 2 power in play to try and pressure Jace. And we have multiple kill spells. If we can draw a land, we can go Intervention for 1 and Murderous Rider, which is pretty good. So there's your Sailor. Their hand is Breeding Pool and 2 cards. There's your Breeding Pool. Don't shock. Oh, no. I guess they have the Sailor, okay. So it's not necessarily a company. What's up, Rocks Week? How's it going, my friend? Ashioks Oblivion. Oblivion Sower, Ashioks. Oh, that was a sick draw. That's brutal. Okay. Well, now they can kill my Jace? Yes. That sucks. Alright, well. That's, that one hurts. That one hurts. Languish. Doesn't matter, they have this thing in blue. Tough games. Matchup seems hard. It shouldn't, like, I mean, if we should do Fatal Push, it'll probably be fine, but... Alright. I guess we're gonna cast Murderous Rider. Try this. Probably sack Spirit. Alright. Yeah. Did I shock? I did shock, didn't I? Why did I shock? Oh, I play around this thing, duh. Okay, yeah. Say go. Oh, I didn't bring in the Noxious Grasps. Did I even want to? Oh, come on, man. Alright, we're just dead. We're just dead. Brutal. Pretty brutal games here. Doesn't even kill anything now. It doesn't even kill anything. Oh, I could kill the Wanderer. It doesn't even do anything. We're just dead to the Flyers. That sucks. Alright, I mean, it feels like this shouldn't be that bad a matchup for us on paper. Like, we're just playing all the kill spells ever, but they definitely have a lot of good answers. And the Flyer, they pressure Planeswalker as well. We're pretty Planeswalker heavy. 2-2. Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of kill spells in our deck. We drew like the 2 expensive ones in Intervention and Contempt, which is kind of annoying. But alright. Kind of a weird one. 2-2. 2-2. Let's finish strong here. Let's finish strong. Deck's definitely super sweet. I'll play some more grindy games, you know? I want these Oblivion Sowers to really shine. Definitely not the ideal Oblivion Sower matchup. Might want the 4th push in the board, too. Push just seems so important in the matchups where it's good. Actually having access to the first copy is like just so good. So, could be a thing also. Alright. Match 5. 2-2. Let's tighten up here. On the draw. We're going to keep. We're a 25 land deck on the draw. We got push. Field can find blue. We draw Swamp. Hallowed Fountain. Alright, you want to grind? Here we are. Let's go. Let's grind. Fetid Pools. Love it. Love it. VTM says, I really like these Freshly Brewed streams. It's informative for deck building and refreshing seeing a new decks as opposed to same decks. Awesome. Thanks, VTM. What are everyone's thoughts on this series? I know it's kind of sporadic. I'm not really on a schedule with it. It will be eventually. # soon. But thoughts on the Freshly Brewed series? Just building a deck and just playing it right away. And letting it ride, basically. You get to see the first shot at a deck. Warts and all. We work through the deck. Keeper Mulligan, Freshly Brewed. Ooh, Jace is nice. You get to loot away these fatal pushes. Oh, don't Teferi me. No, don't do it. No. No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Whoa. Okay. Phoenix leader is here. Uh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Not blue eye control, so we're not going to be dumping off our fatal pushes. I would assume they have a protection spell in their hand. Strangler beats God's Willing. It's not black. I think we're gonna loot and play Ashiok. We could play Ashiok and mill ourself and then flip Jace. Obviously you want to hit them, turn on our processors, but that's like pretty cool option to have. And then we can just hit them next turn. Conflict Diamond, the payoff for all the lands is this card right here, Castle Locthwain. I do agree it's a little hokey. I think that a build of this deck could play Karn the Great Creator, and that might be your payoff. It's got to be worked on some more. All right, we're going to Ashiok, and we're going to mill ourself and flip this Jace. Okay. Let's target us. And then loot. Our hand's great, so... Alright, we're going to pitch the... Oh, we just a Field of Ruin. I don't think we're ever going to need this Field of Ruin. So pitch that. Flip Jace. Just your casual 2 Planeswalkers in play on turn 3. Plus there. And then we'll just untap and Ashiok them. And we have Push and Strangler and Murderous Rider and the works. They're going to God's Willing the Jace plus. Oh, I. Oh, I. So they have a 2/2. It's funny, if they kill Ashiok, it actually kind of throws our hand off, but they would just never do that probably, so. Yeah, Strangler laughs at God's Willing. Ha! Ha! Favored Hoplite, sure. Gird for battle. That's a big boost, right? Alright, they have a 4/4 and a 4/5. LOL Strangler not being good enough anymore. Do they have another protection spell? That would suck. Jace. Okay. It is pretty annoying that our Stranglers are just dead now. They just have these 2 huge creatures. But we have Murderous Rider and Push, so we're just going to Murderous Rider and see if it resolves or not. And if it doesn't, we'll just play Push while they're tapped out. They already used 1 God's Willing, you know? I think Blue Eye Control is okay in Pioneer. Yeah, I think okay is a good word for it. I don't think it's like very good, but it's definitely fine. He's a Conflicts Diamonds. Is they, Jacob? Don't lie to me, man. Why not Push first, then Rider? I don't want to lose a life. Maybe having the Rider's better, honestly. You might be right. Yeah, I think we should probably Push first, then Rider. You're right. When you're right, you're right. The creature's going to matter. Having a blocker is actually pretty relevant. I was kind of in the mindset of, like, from last game, of, like, don't lose life if I can. But you're right. Like last game, we were trying to play Swift End first, have them counter it to not lose a life, and then play something else. But in that game, all the creatures were flyers, so the Rider didn't matter. In this game, it does. So I was just shortcutting mentally, I think. A Johnny's Perseverance. And then this thing still goes off. Indestructible until end of turn. That's really annoying. Yeah. Feather deck minus feather, I guess. Alright, so they're still going to pump this thing, unfortunately. And then our Swift End's gonna... Oh, I'm so dumb. Oh, no, I'm not. I had to kill it in response. Yeah, we're good. Alright, and then we'll plus here, I guess. And they have 2 cards left. I guess, play Greed. Oh, Conflict Diamond. The important thing to note of why Castle Locthwain is so good is it's a land. It's not a it's draw 2, right? It's not a spell. No effort goes into it at all. It's just a swamp. Oh my god. What is this? What is going on right now? It's just a swamp that later in the game draws you cards. It's like a free Phyrexian arena, you know? Alright, so they're gonna kill my Jace and draw 1,000 cards and have the biggest, dumbest creature of all time. The old 7-10 split. And they have a whole new hand. This is like pretty gross. Slip through space. Ordeal of Thassa. Gird for battle. It's a weird deck. Alright. There's no real point in playing Strangler. I guess we just play Jace. The thing is, like, they just drew a whole new hand of cards, so pretty good hand for our opponent, realistically. We can just, like, block with and flip Jace, I guess, and then push or something. Hero of Erebos. I would say reconstructing their deck does not seem difficult. It's just all the blue-white heroic cards, you know? If you missed Naya's slide, it'll be up on YouTube at some point in a few days. Keep an eye out for that. I mean, it's a 5/8. It's hard to kill. It's a huge mana advantage. It's possibly just too cute, you know? Because one of the things is that when you play discard spells, you play resource light games. Don't always get to 6 mana, which is something that we're feeling a little bit. But all right, could be worse. All right, Thoughtseize you. You have 4 cards in hand. Yes, they only have 1 land in exile somehow. But yeah, I think Karn is 1, 2, and 3 with the slide deck. A Giant's Presence on this thing. I think Karn, the Great Creator, might be the piece this deck wants. That's like your control cards, also a mana sink. 1, 2, and 3. Nullifier's bad because everything taps out in this deck. We're never leaving mana open. If Nullifier was just a 2/3 flyer for 4 that came into play and countered a spell with no drawback, I still think it would be good enough for this deck. Their hand is Battlewise Hoplite, so it's just creatures and Slip Through Space. So this is fine. So we're gonna take Slip Through Space. We're going to hit them again. We're going to see some more stuff in there. We'll Strangler the hero. And then we'll block flip Jace. I guess we're letting them draw. Yeah, it's not... we can still block. They could draw a protection spell. Otherwise we flip. And push if we can't do anything else. This is like a little risky, honestly, but... Let's put, a creature, I guess. I don't know what they would have. It makes that matter, but okay, kill that, and then we'll say go. We have this thing blocked. Yeah, this is fine. 6 mana Ugin, better than a slower Sot. It's a different card. You just kill the Ugin. The Sower gains advantage if it dies. That's the important part. So you get a bunch of lands. They kill your Sower, and you just have castle and lands. You know. All right. No Predator Strike, please. Wasteland Strangler, Sower. Yeah, I don't think Sower is very important this game. Just want to push this thing and then strangle their next creature. Yeah. Just hopefully they didn't draw a protection spell. That's not good. They're saying they have a protection spell. They're not playing Battle-Wise Hoplite. I guess we're just going to go for it anyway, because what the hell else are we going to do? But if they drew a protection spell, so be it. Unreal. Starlit Mantle? Ugh, gross. I mean, maybe it was greedy to let him draw a card. We gave him a chance, basically, to draw a protection spell, and they did, which really sucks, but maybe it was greedy. Sire of Stagnation is not a good Magic card. They just don't play lands. Alright, let's put another creature in the graveyard that they already have. Kill that. There's not really a ton of benefit to Ashioking. I guess there's not a benefit to not Ashioking. I guess it accrues Heart of Kiran if we were to draw one. Yeah, sure. Alright, so we're like in jump block mode here. They'll probably draw slip through space and kill us, but we have Ashiok. He can produce blockers for sure. It's definitely not cool. They drew a protection spell there. All right, they play Hoplite, sure. Untap, draw. Heh, that's funny. All right, let's just play. I guess we're just jumping, right? So let's play Ashiok. Plus targeting them. Hit no creatures. Hit 3 lands. Impossible. All right. Plus this targeting this. Play Heart of Kiran, which can we're probably gonna jump block with the Heart of Kiran over the Strangler. I think, and then just say go. We need Ashiok to hit blockers, honestly. Although we do have the flashback. We have nothing to hit in the flashback. That's sick. I don't think decking them is like out of the question, honestly. Like between both Ashioks. This is their exile, just to be clear. Like they have 26 cards left. This is 4 and then it's 3 every turn. It's 7 and then 3s. I mean, it would help if like we hit some blockers too, but it's unfortunate that we don't have any kill spells in our graveyard. The only kill spell we have is Murderous Rider, so we can't flash anything back. Obsession. That sucks. Yeah, that's bad. I guess they can't attack with it, but Scry goes to the top of. We have Ashiok, doesn't matter. So they attack here. They have another trick? Man, what an animal. Alright, we'll remove a counter off Ashiok. Dan Jessup, 12-month resub. Thanks, Dan. Appreciate it. 1 year resub. How you holding up, Dan? And then we just block, and then they show us a pump spell or something? Like, or if I just didn't realize that Heart could block. We'll take it. We'll take it. Okay. Let's keep going here. We'll just keep going.
Just keep going.
I'll see you later. It's okay. Thank you, Tits.
What?
Fetid Pools.
I made this for you.
I know. Throw it in the garbage. I don't want your food. I don't want your pity. Yeah, I'm good though. I'll later. I've like a match and a half left. So.
Well, does anybody else out there want it?
Anyone want some quesadillas?
Anybody want some?
Quesadilla.
Go like
Quesadilla.
Reheat my
quesadilla.
quesadillas. Hi,
Quesadilla.
Dad.
Oh, quesadilla.
It's like
Quesadilla.
he didn't even cue me in for that.
Agonizing Remorse. That's not very good.
Hi, everybody.
All right.
Yeah, stay safe, Dan. All right.
Plus this thing.
That is a
Land. We just
large hoplite.
we hit a creature. All right. Unfortunately, we just can't flash anything back. We don't have anything good to flash back. So Heart of Kiran's jumping next turn, and we just need to draw some spells, I guess. Do we play this Agonizing Remorse? I don't think 1 life actually matters, so... yeah. Thanks, Tits. Alright, yeah, it's probably land, whatever. Exile that, sure. So we get an 8, doesn't really matter. Life total wise, 23 cards in hand. Alright, don't kill me, I guess. So you draw a kill spell, our next full kill spells. I'm sorry, now we have blockers. Now we can play a blocker next turn, so. Suppose combat, say go. Maybe we should have saved it. Can I minus the other Ashiok on myself trying to push? Good play. Good idea. Yeah, I should have held the thing too. It's all Nicole's fault. Should have quesadillas and my mind went blank. Quesadilla, quesadilla. Quesadilla, quesadilla. We do it next turn. Alright, so let's crew. Jump block. Go get him, Heart of Kiran. Yeah, we should held the discards, but that was really stupid. Phoenix Leader, sure. Drowned Catacomb. Alright, so let's start with a castle draw. I shot you down, Toots. You shot me down, bang, bang. That awful sound. So now I can Ashiok myself and try and hit a push. It's only push, though. Or I can just make a blocker plus on this thing. Because I guess decking them is like pretty hard. Yeah, let's just target ourselves, sure. Let's go for it. Did it. Did it. Did it. Yeah, very smart play. Like that a lot. We used Ashiok earlier to flip our Jace, but wasn't thinking about it for the flashback. Very, very good. Good job, chat. Not a thing I say often, but good job, chat. Let me cast their 0-4, and just keep on rolling here. Okay, that's a land. Block, 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 block. Okay, untap. Draw. Thoughtseize. Not really about that one. Ashiok you. We hit another favored Hoplite and a Phalanx Leader. Play land. Thoughtseize. Worst draw in the deck because I want to keep castling, but this costs 2 life. We're still doing it. I'm okay. I'm okay. Well, Castle's offline. We can't Thoughtseize our own Thoughtseize, honestly. That might be... Nope, never mind. This scooped. Whew, boy. That was a close one, folks. That was a close one. Oh, boy. Ashiok was dope that game. Woo! That was great. That deck is something else. Alright, so... Field of Ruin, Urborg? Yeah, okay. Alright, let's go. Blue-white heroic stuff. I really feel like we didn't see Sower do its best this league because we just didn't play any kind of grindier matchups, unfortunately. I do feel bad about Sower a little bit. Alright, let's just bring in every kill spell ever printed, and Thoughtseize, and Hostage Taker, and Languish, probably, and Slumgar, and we'll just cut the call of fun cards, unfortunately. Cut the Atris too. And then probably cut a Field of Ruin, I guess. I'm going to draw. Now our 6 drops are gone, so this seems fun. Matchup seems pretty good. I mean, like, we're just the mono removal spell deck against the creature deck, so. Yeah, Sower seems so good against, like, any grindy deck, but I think that we're not properly utilizing it enough. And I do think that Karn, the Great Creator, might be the path for it. So That might be the next avenue we take this deck. I also think that the Ashiok Dream Renders have been pretty bad. Obviously, you'd like to find a matchup where they're just good. Like, oops, played against Sultai, exile your graveyard. Oops, played against Lotus Field, exile your graveyard. But it hasn't been good in any of the matchups. I mean, it's turned on processor stuff a little bit, but okay. I think this hand is fine. We have Thoughtseize on 1, Cycle on 2, Hostage Taker. Hostage Taker seems bananas against them because it's got to be God's Willing to stop it, and they'll stay mulligan too. So, I mean, the Dream Runner, it won us that game finding the push, but if it was just a good card, would we have won anyway? You know, so it didn't do much for most of the game. It turned on the processors, I guess. So it did something, but all right, Lagana Band Trailblazer. They have 4 cards in hand, so it did flip Jace on turn 2. That's true, but like we're not like super focused on Jace. I don't know. It did some stuff. Their hand is a Johnny's Presence, Slip Through Space, lands. So given that we have the Hostage Taker, I'm gonna take the Slip. Like this is an 0-4, doesn't do anything. You know, like let me just say go here. This is a pretty bad hand. I'm not sure why you choose to play this deck over like Saram Auras. You know, Saram Auras just like seems a lot better than this deck. That's a pretty good draw too. All right. Bow no 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 no. That's a good draw. They would always laugh and play. Bang, bang. You shot me down. Bang, bang. That awful. Ooh, hello. Now, they pump this thing. It's +1. They could strive it, too, with a land. So they could possibly kill Ashiok if I play it this turn. I think we just chill. Just play land, say go. And probably just fire off Hostage Taker next turn. Alright. So 2 cards in hand, 1's a presence. We're gonna rip it. We're just ripping it right now. Release the hostage. Anyone? Anyone? I do say I enjoy making obscure references on stream. That wasn't exactly a ripping rendition there. I'm not sure if it's the right song, honestly. Alright, so I'm going to strive here and just pump their stuff up. Scott Pilgrim, no. Nope. Let's see if I have the right song or not. Had it. Anyone? Pretty Lights fam, 2-year resub. 2 years. You love to see it. Pretty Lights, thanks so much, my friend. I really appreciate your support over the last 2 years. Looking forward to 2 more, my friend. Thank you so much. All right, now they have 1 card in hand, and we're just going to style on them, basically. Anyone here? No effects? No one? Am I the only one? Okay. Exile 3 cards. Dispute to Fairyland. Okay. And then we're going to cast this leader. And feel pretty good. No effects. Keeper Mulligan. 20-year-old punk band that people probably don't know who they are anymore. I'm so old. It is true. No one ever understands me. Seems like everybody's got something I have not. A youthful appearance, because I am so damn old. They're 30 years old? No way, really? I guess that was like late 90s, I guess. God, I'm so old. Because I'm so old. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Pretty Lights saw it with Pennywise last year. Damn, we're old, Pretty Wise. Pretty Lights. Pennywise is cool. Look, it's our job to keep punk rock elite, all right? So they're going to play Presence and Tap Out, which feels phenomenal. Which untap and kill all their stuff, so. All right. Yeah. Plus Ashiok. Hit Lagana Bond and 2 lands. Swift End. Fatal Push. Concession. Still playing. Still playing. Ashiok's going all the way here. Man, that's a lot of lands. Alright. The plus again. There's no haste in our deck, so. We had God's Willing land, so no creatures. We can castle if we want to on the end step. I like Rancid a lot. The bass player Rancid is my favorite bass player. Inspired me a lot as a bass player. I play a similar style to his. When I was younger, I played guitar in my band, but I would steal our bass player's bass and just play all the Rancid songs. Oh, they scooped. Oh. All right, well, that was a nice convincing win there. That felt pretty good. So 3-2. 3-2, we'll take it. I think it's minus 11 on the ultimate, actually. We'll never know, though. We'll never know. Nope, never know. Never know. So, deck seems sweet, but I do agree that the Sowers didn't feel awesome, mostly because we just didn't play against decks that wanted to grind a lot. It is minus 10. Minus 10. Montague, 100 happy St. Patrick's Day bits. Appreciate that. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone. Obviously, it's not the ideal St. Patrick's Day, but, you know. So, yeah, I think Karn, the Great Creator, might be a path to go at this deck. That solves the problem of wanting some life gain. I could put, like, Elixir Immortality and stuff on the board. That solves the want for big things to do with our mana with Oblivion Sower that aren't in the main deck. It's a win condition. It's a Planeswalker for Heart of Kiran. That could be a good one. That could be one we need to consider. That might be a way to do things. But so I'll have to work on that for the next iteration of this. Of course, you've been watching Freshly Brewed, the show on my stream and on my YouTube, where I just brew a deck and then just play it. So my first game of the deck is with the first game you watch in the league. And we go through the deck building process from step 1 and try and learn a lot along the way, you know? The goal is to just to learn, not to win. And a very fun day. Naya Astral Slide in Modern. If you missed that, up on YouTube. And then this pretty cool processory deck here in Pioneer. Ashiok is sweet. Super fun card. So, that's it. YouTube, folks. Please take a second. Like, comment, subscribe. I love you, YouTube. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. Thanks for your support.